I don't believe a visit with wrestling fans here throughout Western Europe on the Sky Channel would be complete unless we have an opportunity to visit with some of the champions in the World Wrestling Federation. Right now, the Intercontinental Champion of the world worldwide is my guest. He is from the United States, and he is certainly not a stranger to astute, to observant wrestling fans anywhere in the world. Macho Man Randy Savage. Welcome to this wonderful part of the world, Western Europe.
Western Europe, man, yeah. I think that I've heard of Western Europe before. Are they Macho Madness fans out there? Must be, yeah. They're smart.
Wait a minute. Where in the world is Elizabeth?
Well, she's not back there, and she's not anywhere around where I can just call her out here, but she's kind of locked up. That's the way I like to do things, you know what I mean?
Obviously, you have made...
Otherwise, I wouldn't be out here talking just kind of freely, you know, just doing the thing.
Obviously, Macho Man, you have made a unilateral decision not to subject Elizabeth to the fans of Western Europe. Why so?
What do you mean saying unilateral to me? What do you think that you're talking about out here in front of all the world? You trying to make some kind of a synopsis about my lifestyle or something?
No, I just felt that you...
I don't take my finger and point at that tie, do I? You know, I take that tie, you know, a tie like that I like to wear sometime, possibly around my ankle. Yeah, use it as a tassel type effect.
You know,
and the jacket that you have is a little squirrely, but I wouldn't mention nothing like that. No, you call me unilateral? Man, don't you know?
Well, obviously, I think you missed that. Nonetheless, Macho Man Randy Savage, can we expect soon title defenses from you on the European continent, in England, in Germany?
When the time comes that one man has shown that he deserves a title shot, that everybody out there thinks that they can take the Macho Man Randy Savage, but that time may never come.
Thank you very much, Randy Savage, the Macho Man. Fans, we're going to be right back.
All right. Arriba.
All right, this is going to be 254 for the Sky Channel. Play date to be determined. You guys can come in here, but I'll have no talk on Sarah Ferguson. Okay, fans, here we are back. Come on in if you would. Jimmy Mouth of the South Part. Welcome to the Sky Channel. Wrestling fans throughout Western Europe, the Scandinavian countries are joining us right now.
You know, Mean Gene, it's like the song says, baby. Hold on, we're coming, baby. The Hart Foundation in the mouth of the South. Let me tell you something, baby. You ain't seen nothing like the Anvil and the Hitman, right, Daddy?
That's
what
right.
What about it? Jim the Anvil Neidhart, a former professional football player turned wrestler.
That's right. I was signed with the Dallas Cowboys in 1978.
They played in Wembley Stadium, by the way.
Yeah, with the Chicago Bears. And I played with the Oakland Raiders in 1979 and 1980.
Not to mention he's a world-class shot putter, and that's just another fact about the Hart Foundation.
You're perspiring,
You know what they say about us,
Bret
Gene? It doesn't matter. It's none of your business. Whether I'm sweating or not. I'll tell you something right now. You know what they say about us in Europe?
What do they say? I heard what they
Wunderbar. Which means wonderful. We're the greatest team in professional wrestling. And there's not a team anywhere. You take your Spivey, Rotundo, the Bulldogs who are from England. Boy, would I like a title shot in England. Put me in Wembley Stadium with the Bulldogs.
Wunderbar?
Wunderbar. They sit at home, the Bulldogs drink their little tea and have the little biscuits and whatever, you know. But no, the foundation, we don't train like that.
Trumpets.
We don't need to train like that. We train ourselves physically, mentally. We got strength and skill, and this man is a genius. And under the tutelage of this man, we can't lose.
You've been getting a lot of dates lately, Anvil?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of dates. A lot of the girls out there like me, and I can see why. Right, Jimmy?
You better believe it. Let me say something now, too. There's a lot of rumors going around, and we think you started it, Mean Gene. And the people are calling this man here a greaseball. He is not a greaseball. Yeah.
I think there is nothing greaseball.
And don't say greaseball because we don't want to hear greaseball.
Insinuate that I'm a greaseball because I'm not a greaseball. And if I ever get over to Europe, I'll show them what a real greaseball is because there's nothing but greaseballs walking around over there.
You know something, Mean Gene, baby? You can bring on the Bees. You can bring on the USA Express. You can put down the Hawaiian Connection. You can bring them all on, but this is the Hart Foundation, baby. You've seen the rest, but we're definitely the best, Mean Gene. And you know it, I know it, and the people will know it when we hit Europe, baby.
You know, Jimmy Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart said that the people here, they say Wunderbar when they talk about the Hart Foundation.
Well, what about it, Wonder Bars?
Sounds like an old Burt Camford hit to me. I don't know about you.
Cute. You know a lot about music. I know a lot about music. What
wait
did
a
your
minute.
song get the charts?
Smart aleck attitude like that.
Don't wrinkle the little man.
That riles up the Hart
You
Foundation.
know who Smart Coat this is,
We
pal.
don't want to mess anything up. Get it right there, nice
Okay, Jim,
and
take
neat.
it easy, baby.
Gentlemen,
Nasty
keep
little remarks like that don't affect us.
keep your hands to
We're
yourself.
winners.
Thank you, the Hart Foundation.
We're number one.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Brett the Hitman Hart, managed by this man, Jimmy, the mouth of the South Hart, and you've seen him here on the Sky Channel. Thank you. You're giving me a minute 30:15 at home, right?
Minute 30:15 home.
Okay, is this going to be cut one for the Sky Channel, then?
For the Sky Channel.
We've got speed. It's going to be cut one for the Sky Channel. Play date to be determined later. Here we go, 154.
In 3.
All right, we want to say hi to fans throughout Western Europe. My name is Mean Gene Okerlund, and the World Wrestling Federation is on its way, recognized as the symbol of excellence in great sports entertainment. Come on in. One of the premier athletes in the World Wrestling Federation today. He hails from the South Pacific. He is from Hawaii, and welcome to Western Europe, if you will, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You're going to love it here.
You know something, Gene, I guess that's one of the advantages that we have when it comes to professional sports, and that's being able to travel all over the world. When I first came to the United States and being able to travel all over this part of the country, all over the world, is just things that just kept popping up that I was just amazed at, time and time again, coming from one part of the North American continent to the other. But what I understand now with the Sky Channel in progress and the viewers out there, and I hear there's thousands, there's millions of them, that our journeys are soon to be going across the Atlantic Ocean over to that part of the world.
Indeed they are. As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to reacquainting myself with my longtime, very dear, close personal friend, Gary Davies, yes. But anyway, back to Europe and back to you as one of the premier superstars in the World Wrestling Federation.
You know something, Gene, from what I understand, professional wrestling they've had over there in Europe for a number of years. And as most people have known, a lot of the champions and the people that do fare well over there migrated to the United States. But here we go again, we're going back.
Well, we've got to explain. The World Wrestling Federation no longer is confined to the United States.
That's right.
It truly is worldwide.
That's right.
You've been to Australia.
That's right.
You've been to Japan.
That's
You've been
right.
virtually to all four corners of the globe.
That's correct, you know, but it's going to be a great pleasure to come to this part of our wonderful world and to meet all those people out there and to see how they're going to take a liking to us.
It's a people business, and I guarantee you this, Ricky Steamboat, they're going to love you. Ricky Steamboat, and there's more exciting action after this. Don't go away. All right, this is going to be a 2-minute and 54-second cut to be played on the Sky channels in Western Europe. What's the name of that other jabroni? Robert Platt?
Richard Platt.
Platt?
Platt. Richard
Platt?
Platt. P-L-A-T.
Okay, I've got it. Here we go. All right, fans, once again, I do want to remind you the World Wrestling Federation is coming to Western Europe. You're going to be seeing the same great superstars that you see right here in person in the very near future. And on an ongoing basis, we're going to have an opportunity to talk to some of the great ones. Special hello, by the way, here in Western Europe to a very, very good friend of ours, a gentleman that I've known since, well, we were just kids together. Richard Platt, yeah. Dick, we'll look forward to seeing you. Let me bring in, if I may, at this time, manager extraordinaire here on the World Wrestling Federation, a little unorthodox. This is not going to be a study in anthology. He manages this man from the jungles, the wild jungles of Samoa. He is known as Sika, and I'm talking about the Wizard.
Thank you, Mean Gene. Bring that camera right in so you can really look at someone that crawled right out of the slime and the mud and the gore of Tutuila, the island of Tutuila in Samoa. You know, Mean Gene, about 2 days ago, we were sitting in the VIP room at Orly International in Paris, and the big man was actually chewing on a pig's head. And people, they couldn't believe it because it's very, very common out in the jungle. Because here we have a man, Mean Gene, that really likes to break bones and
wait-
start to chew on them.
Wait a minute, Wizard, in all due respect. Don't you think it's a bit much to be lunching on a pig's head in a VIP lounge of an airport in Paris, France?
It all depends on where your values lie. in the jungles of Samoa, it would be bad manners if the mighty Sika didn't start crunching on the eyeballs right out.
You've got to be kidding me. That's a bit much. That's a bit strong. We're civilized people now.
Civilization on one side of the world, Mean Gene. We're civilized people also. Look at this man. There's nothing wrong with him. He just knows how to survive in the jungle.
He's taken us back 2,000 years. And I think you're encouraging it by encouraging this man.
By reincarnation, this is going to be the man that will slay the great blonde Bengal tiger, Hulk Hogan himself one day.
I think he's got eyes for me, to tell you the truth, Wiz. Thank you very much. Sika from the jungles of Samoa, managed by this man. He is the Wizard. They are part of the World Wrestling Federation and soon to be coming to Western Europe. Hold it, I'll slate it. It's going to be a minute 54 for the Sky Channel in Europe. Here we go. All right, fans, stay tuned. More exciting World Wrestling Federation action coming up in just a moment or two. Don't bring that up again. Come on in if you would, please. Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, one of the premier tag teams in the World Wrestling Federation. Gentlemen, welcome to Western Europe and welcome to the Sky Channel, of course, the official voice of the World Wrestling Federation. Right now, by the way, for the record, I think we should point out, gentlemen, the current World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions are from Great Britain. They are the British Bulldogs, and I think, Brian, you'll have to agree with Jim and myself, they are a tremendous tag team.
They sure are, Mean Gene. You know, we've got a lot of respect for them, and if we ever do step in the ring with them, I'm sure it'd be a scientific match, something that I think the people would really enjoy, because whenever you get 4 athletes in there with our caliber, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. It's just going to be interesting.
Well, you know, it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be a totally scientific and honest, I think, display of one's talents. Right. Jimmy Brunzell, of course, you and I, being of Swedish descent,
right,
we enjoy it back here on the Sky Channel.
Oh, that's right, Gene. You know, Brian and I have been all over the world. We've been to Australia, Japan, Mexico, and hopefully in the near future we'll be right here in Europe. I have some ancestry over here, as you do, and we're looking forward to coming here, and hopefully when we do come, maybe we will be the world's tag team champions.
You know, it'd be nice if you'd have an opportunity to, of course, wrestle a little bit and then have an opportunity to tour, get out and visit, and mix and mingle, because, gentlemen, let's face it, it's people business. You like to visit with the fans, visit with the people from different lands.
Sure do. There's no better high, I mean, Gene, when the people are out there, they're screaming for you, they get your adrenaline pumping, and I mean, God only knows how good that feels, and we really appreciate it. We're looking forward to coming to Europe.
All right, they are a couple of the best right now, the World Wrestling Federation, and we look, hopefully, to seeing them here in Western Europe with us as part of the World Wrestling Federation. We're right back.
Okay.
All right, here we go with a minute 54 for the Sky Channel. Back with World Wrestling Federation here on the Sky Channel. Gene Okerlund saying I'm looking very much forward to touring with the World Wrestling Federation superstars when they come to Western Europe, from the Scandinavian countries to Belgium, and of course to Holland, to England, all over here. Come on in. This gentleman happens to be a European. He is from the south of Italy. He is none other than Salvatore Bellomo, and welcome back home of sorts.
I'm very happy, very excited, because one thing I have to say, I'm come from Europe and come to all the way to America, and the WWF gave me the chance to go on the Sky Channel and come back home. Tous les petits Belges, les ouvriers de frère Blatil, mon frère Lilo, mon frère Philippe, ma petite nièce, mes neveux, ma mère, mon père. Je suis en Amérique, je suis arrivé ici, je suis aujourd'hui. Et j'ai la chance de revenir au pays, à Liège. J'ai la chance de revenir comme pour un champion. Et vous, tous les supporters, m'avez été là. Je vous remercie tous et j'espère vous voir tous là.
You know, we should point out, Salvatore Bellomo, that many of the professional wrestlers that hail from Western Europe have done very well worldwide. Yourself in the United States, of course, also from the country of England. Les Thornton from Manchester, England, is the junior heavyweight champion of the World Wrestling Federation right now.
Very, very hard opponent, and I have to say one thing. All the this wrestler come from Europe. His big goal is to go in America. But the biggest thing happened in WWF, Gene, is to get in America and bring you home like a big champion. And my goal is to be one champion one day and claim the ladder. And I thank you for everything, the help you give, Mr. Gene Okerlund.
Thank you very much, Salvatore Bellomo. The World Wrestling Federation is very proud of you. You give us an honest day's work when it comes to professional wrestling. There are others, of course, that are European. The #1 Frenchman, Rene Goulet, the British Bulldogs, current tag team champions. They're all part of the World Wrestling Federation. And in the very near future, we're going to be here in Western Europe. We're right back. Here, I'll do one of those walk-ins, okay?
Sure.
For the Sky Channel. Okay, this is going to be a minute 54 for the Sky Channel in Western Europe. Play date to be determined.
In 3.
Top to bottom, international superstars, all part of the World Wrestling Federation here on the Sky Channel, and soon to be coming to Western Europe. You're going to be seeing the likes of Ricky Steamboat, Junkyard Dog, perhaps the heavyweight champion of the world, Hulk Hogan, tag team champions, the British Bulldogs, and so many, many more. The World Wrestling Federation truly worldwide now, covering all 4 corners of the globe. One gentleman I know that would be very much looking forward to getting to this part of the world is my guest right now. He is from Mudlick, Kentucky. And if you haven't seen him before, you're going to be seeing him shortly. He's the big hillbilly Jim. Welcome to Western Europe.
You know, you are one of the funniest guys I've ever seen. Going to see him shortly. Dad, Bernie, what a joke that was.
You got that the first one.
You're something. I ought to tickle you, boy.
Wait a minute. You're not going to believe what I had for dinner last night, hillbilly Jim.
What'd you have?
I had lamb chops.
Ooh, dog, are you kidding? That's one of my fine. I'll tell you, that's not my favorite, though. I like them pork fried fritters. If you ever get some of them, son, you'll go back for a second order.
I thought you were going to ask me how the lamb chops were.
Oh, how the lamb chops?
Not bad.
You're something. You're a laugh for a second. I'll tell you.
I thought you said that.
But can I talk seriously just for a second here?
Please do.
I'll tell you what. You know, when I first come into the World Wrestling Federation, I didn't have no idea that I'd be going to all these wonderful places all over the world. Coming right here in Europe, I cannot believe it. This is a thrill of my life. You think I might be able to go to what's that called, Paris?
Paris?
Paris, France?
I think that could be arranged,
Ooh,
sure.
doggy.
Gay Paris.
Oh, I want to see some of them shows they got over there. Make me so happy.
What shows?
Those gay shows.
Well, they're not gay shows. Those are...
Gay Paris shows.
Yeah, that they are.
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't know if I touched that one with a 10-foot pole, but that's neither here nor there. Hillbilly Jim, you're going to love it over here.
Oh.
People are going to love you, too. They're going to open up the arms and roll out the red carpet.
Whew, I tell you what, you know, I reckon some of my ancestors probably come from over here somewhere, and maybe I might run up on some of them.
You never know. Hillbilly Jim, one of the greats here in the World Wrestling Federation, here on the Sky Channel. Stay tuned, fans. We're going to be right back after this. Okay. All right, this is going to be a minute 54 to be played on the Sky Channel at a date to be determined. I'll bring you in, Bill. You kept the slate, did you? Okay. All right, we're going to get you back up into the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting World Wrestling Federation action. Here on the Sky Channel, you're going to be hearing about the upcoming World Wrestling Federation Tour. Right now, Special Emissary Ed Cohen talking to promoters throughout Western Europe, the Scandinavian countries, and watch out because you're going to be seeing truly some great superstars, some great international talent coming your way from the World Wrestling Federation. This man hails from North America, the United States. He is from the great state of Oregon. Welcome to Western Europe and the Sky Channel, Billy Jack Haynes.
Thank you very much, Mean Gene Oakland. I'll tell you, the World Wrestling Federation is full of the finest talent in professional wrestling. I've been wrestling 4 years now, Gene. It's going to be great seeing all you beautiful people in the near future.
You know, I think your lifestyle, they say you kind of travel to the beat of a different raw drum. And indeed, Billy Jack Haynes, you kind of do it by yourself. You kind of stand alone in the middle of the pack, do you not?
Well, Gene, professional wrestling is a tough sport. I don't smoke, drink, or take drugs. I encourage all you kids to do the same. It's a tough sport. You got to stay in tip-top shape at all times. I do like single matches, but you know, if a tag team partner comes along, you know, we'll get together. But I do it alone.
Well, what about your lifestyle? You live in the mountains of Oregon in the northwestern United States, and I imagine it could be compared somewhat to some of the mountainous areas here of Western Europe, probably even the Alps.
Oh yes, very much so. Elevation is Mount Hood, Mount Rainier in the Pacific Northwest, volcanoes 10, 15,000 feet elevation, and very much like Europe, especially in the wintertime. And I'm just really looking forward to coming to Europe.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think you're going to find the people basically the same around the world, and hopefully Western Europe is not going to be any exception for you, Billy Jack Haynes. We're very proud of you. You're a tremendous asset to the World Wrestling Federation.
Gene, thank you very much. And like I said, Europe, looking forward to seeing you.
Good luck. Fans, stay tuned. There's more exciting World Wrestling Federation action after this. Play it at the jukebox when I go to the lake. All right, this is going to be a 154 for the Sky Channel.
And 3, 2.
All right, Gene Okerlund here on the Sky Channel with the superstars from the World Wrestling Federation. Newcomer you're going to be seeing a lot of, hearing a lot of, comes from Memphis, Tennessee, the home of the great Elvis Presley. I can only be talking about the Honky Tonk Man. Hey, come on in, sir.
Oh, mercy, I'm glad to be here with you, Gene. You know I'm glad to be in the World Wrestling Federation. I'm glad to be on this channel where everybody can see the Honky Tonk Man, because I want them all to see me. I want everybody to know that I'm in town, I'm around, and I'm going to be there somewhere every night where the music's playing loud.
Honky Tonk Man, that's just precisely the question I was going to ask you. What is it that really cranks your socks up?
Oh, I'll tell you, Gene, somebody said, Honky Tonk Man, what do you like to listen to? And I said, I like to listen to 50s rock and roll. I like to listen to a little gospel. I like to listen to Bach and Beethoven. I like to listen to all of it. Whatever it is, it don't matter. But the best thing is when the lights go out on Saturday night and I got my sweet thing up next to me and I'm gliding across the hardwood floors and we dance to the tunes on the old jukebox. I'll tell you, ain't nothing better than that. And I can't wait to get somewhere. And they tell me they got some places over there where I'm going, Gene, and they got jukebox music, and that's what the Honky Tonk Man likes.
Well, I like a little live music myself now and then, but the jukebox is just as good, I guess. See, you probably recall there was a fantastic album called the Wrestling Album. Had all of the great ones on there. Any cut on that album that might have been a favorite of yours?
Well, there was a few of them on there I liked, Mean Gene, and you know there were some of them I didn't like everybody else, but there was one in particular. It's somebody was saying, "Oh, Tutti Frutti, oh, Rudy." Do you know that song, Gene?
Yeah,
that turned me on, and that made me want to shake, rattle, and roll. Woo! Mercy.
Well, wait a minute, Honky. You know who that was?
Yeah, I think I know who that was. I recognize the voice.
That was me.
Was that you?
Well, of course it was.
Well, I'm glad to meet a man that can sing them songs, because I think we can do it all night long, too.
All right, watch out. You're going to be seeing more of him on the Sky Channel, the Honky Tonk Man, part of the World Wrestling Federation. Great. Now we have speed. This is going to be for the Sky Channels. This is going to be 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Play date to be determined. We've talked to a number of the great ones here at the World Wrestling Federation here on the Sky Channel. Right now, I'd like to introduce the manager of the current tag team champions of the world. He is the Fat Man. He is Captain Lou Albano. Welcome to all of Western Europe. You are the manager of the British Bulldogs.
Well, first of all, I'd like to be saying it's an honor being here with you, the most prestigious announcer in the world today. And you know I was born in Rome, Italy, so Europe is my adopted home, baby. That's where it's at. Now I'd like to introduce you people to the finest combined gymnastic wrestling effort of all time. My 16th tag team champions, the British Bulldogs, with a combined weight of 467 pounds. I'm going to let them tell you a little bit about themselves. Go ahead, Dynamite.
All right, very good, Capper. Yes, the Dynamite Kid, of course, and Davey Boy Smith. This is kind of like a homecoming for you, is it not, Davey?
Well, you know, me and Gene, me and the Dynamite Kid have not been to Europe for almost 6 years now. I know the people in Europe all know what the Dynamite Kid carry. It's these belts, the WWF World Tag Team Championship belts. And we're going to come all over Europe, and we're going to put these belts on the line. No matter where it is, the British Bulldogs will be there. You can count on us, the British Bulldogs.
All right, Dynamite Kid, it's going to be like defending these titles really in your own home ground, so to speak.
That's right, Gene. You know, we're looking forward to going to Germany, France, Belgium, Sweden, Holland, all over there. We've been there before, but it's a few years ago with the British Bulldogs. We can't wait to get back to Europe and show all you people there the championship belts and all the tough competition from the United States of America. We can't wait to get there, and we're coming soon. Can I say, Gene, that the English people and the Irish people and the German people and the Belgian people and the Swiss people have always been behind us. They realize that wrestlers are without a doubt the finest athletes in the world today. And when they see a fellow such as yourself that elevates our business so highly and portrays the great image of professional wrestling, they realize that in these men are two of the finest combined efforts and athletes of all time. So I want to thank you for doing what you did for professional wrestling. I give you Gene Oakland. That's all I got to say.
Well, Captain, don't go away. You know, one thing I think we should point out just exactly how far the World Wrestling Federation travels. We've been down under in Australia, as Davey and Dynamite very well know, because they've been there, part of the World Wrestling Federation. Now expanding into Western Europe. literally covering all four corners of the globe.
Well, I want to say it's a great honor to have you people behind us and have the people of the world. We call them world fans. We call them the brothers and sisters of the world that are behind us 100%. And may the good Lord bless you all because you're behind us. And I know with your help, there are no limits to our success. I want to thank you, and I want to thank Gene Okerlund for being one of the finest announcers in the world today. And thank you, people, once again.
All right, I thank you very much. Captain Lou Albano, manager of the Dynamite Kid, Davy Boy Smith. They are the British Bulldogs. And as you can see right here, here's the hardware, here's the belts. They are, collectively, the Tag Team Champions of the world. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Sky Channel. British Bulldogs, World Tag Team Champions. Don't miss them when they come here.